What's up guys, Unigamo here. Let's go through 40 stamina Buster Call raid. The raid isn't that hard. It's actually a lot easier than, say, Duval's raid. Oh man, Duval's raid is so hard. We're going to be using a double gear 3 team. And the key things we're going to be looking for is if you have level 2 anti-lock is really nice. Level 2 anti-lock will get rid of on stage 5, he'll lock one person for 2 turns. So level 2 anti-lock just completely ignores that gimmick. Anti-Captain Silence is not useful, anti-lock is. And we're going to be using Golem Pound Usopp because Golem Pound Usopp does a lot of work on this island. Because basically every single stage, there's 6 mini-bosses basically, or 6 bosses basically. I guess that's like 5 mini-bosses and a boss. But they each say boss on them. And there's 2 teams that are not recommended, and that's a double Rayleigh team. Double Rayleigh team is highly not recommended because stage 6 prevents you from going over a combo meter of 2 times. So basically stage 6 completely shuts down Rayleigh teams for 5 turns. Your Rayleigh team might as well just not be Rayleighs for 5 turns. And slashers are not recommended because stage 3 reduces your damage by slashers by about 50%. 2 and 3. And all we're gonna do, first 2 stages, just kill things. Easy, right? The second stage is turtles. These turtles only have 6 hit points each, and they only hit for 950 damage. So the stage 2 turtles are really easy to stall on. So if you are using a lower level team or a team with really high cooldowns, feel free to spend a lot of time stalling on the turtles right here. They have 6 hit points each. You got 6 turtles, and they hit for nothing. Only 950 damage. So it's pretty easy to just take a bunch of hits. But the only thing I'm going to be looking for is basically Golem Pound Usopp, just get ready to use him whenever I want to. So I'm going to just not really super stalling out, but I have enough health to heal up some of it. Take a heal here. And take some hits. So even if you take hits from all 3 of them, that's only just under 3,000 damage. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. So you can stall out for ages here, especially since each of these turtles gives you basically 2 turns of stalling. Ba-boom. Ba-boom. And a lot of stages that you fight will have preemptive attacks, and if you have the damage for it, you can kill the main mini-boss and then leave all the fodder units, because a lot of times the fodder units in the background will actually have longer cooldowns than the boss itself. For example, this one, he'll have a 1-turn cooldown, but the Marines around him have like 3-turn cooldowns. And this guy only hits for 2,880 damage every turn. But the debuff that he does here is reduced slasher damage. You can see my Mihawk doesn't get any damage boosts. He has an orb on him, so even though it says 1,350 damage, he actually is. He's got half of that attack normally, whereas everyone else has their regular attack value. So if you're using a slasher team, really large damage reduction here, I would recommend you Golem Pound Usopp on this stage. Kill all the guys on the outside, or just you can depending on what level you're slashing, you might be able to kill him by the time Golem Pound Usopp buff comes up. But just spend your time killing guys if you're using a slasher team on this stage. But since we are not, I'm going to attack. Boom, boom, boom. I'm gonna kill this guy next turn. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oops, didn't kill him. If he goes under 20%, he doesn't do anything, but he does resummon the units around him. Boo doo doo. Do I want a Golem Pound Usopp here? I am gonna Golem Pound Usopp. Only because auto-targeting, if auto-targeting were actually smart and it would let me hit like 1, 2, 3, 4. But since auto-targeting, I'm not sure where auto-targeting is going to go. I don't want to get in a lot of trouble if auto-targeting decides to just be really dumb on me. Yeah. I'm happy with that Golden Pound Usopp saves me from quite a bit of damage. And like I said, there's a lot of stalling you can do here. Like, a lot of these stages have minions on the outside that have longer cooldowns than the actual boss itself. So I can still get 4 turns here in my Golden Pound Usopp. If you have max levels on a Golden Pound Usopp, it does a lot of work for you. Be careful under 20%. A lot of these, the Marines do something funky under 20%. So I'm gonna just throw away my orbs here looking for a food orb. See if I can heal. And nothing, so we'll just kill him. 1, 2, 3. Alright, stage 4. Stage 4, he shuffles orbs. Shuffle, shuffle. Do. And the thing about this stage is that all these guys on the outside have 5 hit points each. And they will lock whatever they are weak against for 5 turns. So since I don't have Golden Pound Usopp ready, I would recommend if you have a 1-turn stall like Mr. 1, that'd be the perfect time to use them, because you want to get rid of all these guys on the outside. Blue guy in the middle isn't that bad. Under 20%, he resummons all 5 of these guys on the outside again, which you would like to avoid. But you really do not want to get your units locked. So I'm going to try to kill everyone. Remember, there are 5 hit points, so I'm going to attack in order, so that way my... Alright, cool. Because that guy needs to be killed by Luffy. You'll also get my Golden Pound Usopp lock for 3 turns, which isn't that bad, since it would be 5 turns, but I have 2-turn lock reduction. But if you don't have 2-turn lock reduction, it's a big pain, and you lose out on a lot of damage. Whereas, now I do tons of damage to him. With all 3 attacks. Super, super easy. Ba-ba-ba-bum. Orb Shuffle again. He likes to Orb Shuffle. He Orb Shuffle every couple turns. I'm just gonna heal up thanks to his Orb Shuffle. And then kill him next turn. Just want this guy, if he attacks, he will attack you for 10,000 damage. 10,500 damage. So do be wary of his attack. Not an attack that you want to actually eat. There's some of the other Marines it's okay to take some of the other bosses it's okay to take an attack from them. I keep seeing, every time I see that boss, I keep thinking we're actually at a boss. Alright. Stage 5. What stage 5 does is stage 5, this guy right here will lock one of your units for locks one random person for 2 turns. Now what we're gonna do here is I am going to go ahead and I can take a hit here and I can use Ivankov later, but I'm going to use a Luffy to help clear out the guys on the outside. Pew pew! And then we'll just try to kill him. Try to kill these guys. All the Marines on him actually hit pretty hard, so make sure you kill the Marines first. 1, 2, 3. Probably should attack in a different order, that's fine. Boom, 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 boom. Your health is a resource, use it valuably. You lock someone for 2 turns, doesn't matter, we just kick it off. And 1, 2, 3. I'll heal while getting ready to kill him next turn. And a 1, and a 2, and a 3. And the reason I'm taking a hit there is I can use Ivankov that would reduce damage and heal, and I can use Marco that heals. So because there's so many, each of these stages has a gimmick, you really have to know what the stages do and know when you're going to use your stuff. Like here I can use Luffy to clear out everything, or I can use Golden Pound Usopp. Which I'm going to go ahead and use Golden Pound Usopp because this is stage 6, and stage 7 cannot be debuffed. So this is, we're going to use Golden Pound Usopp here, and then we're going to use Golden Pound Usopp once again on the boss in stage 8. Now you'll notice here, there are guys back here with like a 6-turn cooldown. So we're going to attack 1, 2, and then just go backwards. Because these guys don't have that much health. Even the boss Onigumo doesn't have that much health. You can see I can do... He has about maybe 400,000 health, I guess? Or 800,000 health, I guess? Not super bad. 1, 2, 3. Boom. 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 And whenever we kill him, all these guys you just slowly kill. It buys us some more turn to wait out our Golden Pound Usopp debuff. Or Golden Pound Usopp buff. So we can have Golden Pound Usopp ready again whenever we want. Let me wait on that guy. So what else about this island? Like I said, there are lots of gimmicks you need to know. Like, each of these bosses have their own mechanics that you have to know. Like, which bosses can you safely push under 20%? Which bosses do you have to kill first? Which bosses do you want to kill last? Which bosses do you want to use Golden Pound Usopp on? Which boss do you want to try to use something else on? 1, 2, 3, and heal. Alright. Doggy doggy. Doggy doggy. So his debuff protection is only against stalling. So you can use armor reduction, you can use poison, you can use whatever on him. You just can't reduce his armor. And I am going to just try to kill him in these 3 turns. If we can't kill him in these 3 turns, I'm going to use Ivankov. He attacks for 9,800 damage. Doggy doggy dude. 1, 2, 3. My YouTube video just changed music, so it stalled out my attacks just a tad, but we still got it, no worries. And a 1, and a 2, and a 3. And a heal, and a heal, and a boom. So he has maybe 500,000 hit points? 1, let's see how many hit points he has. 2, 3. Yeah, he has maybe 500,000 hit points. Or maybe even just 400,000 hit points. Like, a lot of these guys have pretty low hit points, pretty low stats. This island is really a test of having a good, well-rounded team. A team that can do a lot of things. But just do everything pretty well is the key point in this island. You don't need a team that can burst out in 1 turn. That's not the idea of this island. Is just do everything pretty well. And Golden Pound Usopp here helps. What Momoga will do is, on his, I'm not sure his turn 2 or under a certain percent, he will resummon his Marines, and he'll actually resummon other units. So we're just gonna kill him first, or attack him first. See if we can kill him. And I could use Doflamingo here, and I should use Doflamingo here to kill him, but it's okay. I am curious about if he resummons the units already on him, which he does. So depending on how many you kill, he'll summon new ones depending on how many you've killed already. Now I'll use Gear 3. Should kill that guy. Oh, it doesn't. It only does 1 damage to him. If I use Doflamingo, I will have 1 orb. Or 1 orb. 2 orbs. Just 2 orbs. But I have an orb on Ivankov. Yeah, we'll just attack normally this turn. 1, 2, 3. Boom. 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 Now can we use... Yeah, sure. It's good enough. Orb shuffle, we get 2 orbs, 3 orbs. And we'll kill Momoga here. 1, 2, 3. Boom. 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 All these guys, by the way, every single Marine does have a 100% drop rate on 80% on 40 stamina. Goodness, they all have a 100% drop rate. So you are going to get a lot of units from this raid. This raid will give you a ton of units. So every single one of those 6 bosses, 100% drop rate. All of them. And there you go. That's basically the island. So you don't want to use Rayleigh team. Do not use Rayleigh. Do not use Rayleigh. That's the first thing that you really do not want to do, because 5 turns of only having a 2-turn combo just completely neuters a Rayleigh team. Whereas a double slasher team, like a double 5-star Mihawk, doesn't quite have the damage to get through the stage, but a double 6-star Mihawk does have a bit more damage and can get through stage 3, even like just with a 3-turn stall. So double 6-star Mihawk works pretty well. Double 5-star Mihawk, not that much damage, so not as recommended. Double 6-star Mihawk also gives you 2 int guys that work great on Momoga, the final boss. Well, let's go over what all the guys do, because there were a lot of guys, so I'm sure you're wondering what each of them do if you're too lazy to look it up yourselves. This one's Dalmatian. He's a strength, tough brawler. His captain ability is reduce all cooldowns by 2 turns and give your strength characters 2 times attack. His special deals 15 times his attack in damage, and for 2 turns, your middle 2 row. So you have your rows 1, 2, 3. Your middle 2 characters gain 1.3 times attack for any characters that are currently delayed. A bit of a mouthful, but that's kind of weird. Next character is Onigumo, who is also a dex slasher. Where are you, Onigumo? All these guys only have a single form. You cannot evolve any of them, and they go from X to 99. So they all only have 1 form, and we're not quite sure what their max attack stat value is yet. Not until we actually level them up all the way. Oops, come back here, Onigumo. Onigumo, dex slasher, just like his previous form. His captain ability is slashers gain 2 times attack and reduce all incoming quick damage by 20%. His special is deal 10% of their current health, just like his previous version, and swap all Psi and Int orbs, or purple and yellow orbs, to Dex orbs, which is actually really nice. Getting orb shuffle and 10% damage on you. So this Onigumo, really nice. And there are a lot of like pretty decent guys here. Dalmatian, not as useful. Onigumo, pretty nice special. Not bad at all. Definitely one of the decent dex abilities. Momoga, the final boss. Momoga, where are you? So hard to find these guys and everything. He's a knowledge slasher, or Psi knowledge slasher. His captain ability, super good. Knowledge units gain 2.5 times attack. Already a solid unit right there. Any 2.5 times attack captain, already a solid unit. His special is deals Psi damage equal to 15 times his attack. And for 1 turn, knowledge units, not Psi units, or not Psi units, knowledge units, gain 1.75 times attack. So he's a type booster for knowledge, and he's a 2.5 times captain for knowledge. Pretty good. I will say this guy is going to see a lot of. I mean, depending on what his max stat is, if his max stat goes up to like 1100, 1200 at least, then he's going to see a lot of work. He's going to see a lot of action. Strawberry, I don't think I favored it yet. Where are you, Psi? Yeah, Strawberry right here. Strawberry, actually I do have him favorited. He's another knowledge Psi knowledge slasher. His captain ability is knowledge units gain 1.5 times attack and health. And he doesn't evolve, so that's it. It's just 1.5 times attack and health. And his special deals Psi damage depending on your health. The lower, the more better. Not sure what that damage goes up to right now, but he's not as useful as Momoga. Probably just not going to see that much action. Shu. Oh, it can't be overlooked that Momoga is a slasher, so he's going to be our next best free-to-play slasher besides Ryuma. So our only other options are like Psi Shanks. That's going to see a lot of action, especially on Psi slasher teams, or as your Psi slasher. Shu, which is our big round-headed dude, right here, Shu, who's breaking poor Zoro's sword. His captain ability is reduce all incoming damage by 20%, and his special is like Inazuma's, where he prevents basically all damage you take over 3,000 damage for one turn. So what does that mean? That means if you are going to take a 5 million damage attack, instead you only take 3,000 damage. If you take a 4,000 damage attack, instead you only take 3,000 damage. So if any of those bosses that have like an absolute execute that does like 100,000 damage, he reduces that damage down to 3,000. Excellent lifesaver right there. Totally saves your life, only for one turn, but pretty good. Just like Inazuma, reduce all damage over X amount down to 3,000. So he's going to be a lifesaver on a Knowledge Brawler. Freedom Brawler, sorry, not Knowledge Brawler. And then our last character is Very Good. That's his name, Very Good. Where is he? I don't know if I have him favorited yet. I believe he's quick. Yeah, there you are, Very Good. Very Good, the guy that turns into balls. His captain ability is Freedom units gain 2 times attack. And his special is Shuffle, Empty, Tandem, Food, Bomb, and Bother orbs. And lets you move orbs around 3 times. So he's another character that gets rid of orbs. This one doesn't look that good. This one is pretty much a just sweep it under a rug character. So the excellent characters from this island are Shu, who's got a pretty nice special. Momoga, who's an excellent all-round character, nice captain ability, nice special. Onigumo, who's got a pretty decent special, but Onigumo's greatest weakness, honestly, is that he's a dex slasher. He's fighting for a lot of space for dex slashers. And yeah, he doesn't reduce it down to 3,000, he reduces it 3,000 plus a little bit, but it's like, it reduces damage over 3,000 by like 95, 97% or something like that. So you're only taking 5% of any damage over 3,000. So you'll take like, you're only going to take like a couple damage over 3,000. And then Dalmatian, who's not the best. So Onigumo, Momoga, and Shu, definitely 3 very usable characters in this raid. I'll be farming it a lot for sure, especially with super high drop rates on everything. I've been Zenigami, guys. Good luck. Try to avoid Rayleigh teams. Do not use Rayleigh teams. And slasher teams will be okay. You want to use a good slasher team. I've been Zenigami. Y'all stay beautiful.